Welcome to The Next Level. I'm Mike Serbinis, and today we've got Mike Katchen, founder and CEO of Wealthsimple, here to share his insights on how he's taking Wealthsimple to the next level. Welcome, Mike.
Thanks, Mike. Good to be here.
Yeah, awesome. So we spent some time together last night, and this is on the heels of an awesome year. E&Y Entrepreneur of the Year, Webby Award for the best user experience when it comes to investing. KPMG top 100 fintech list.
I think all of those could apply to you too, by the way.
I never got the stock picking memo, the banker memo or the broker memo. I was reading a little bit about you yesterday, and somewhere I read, that at 12 years old, Mike started picking stocks. And fast forward a number of years where you're trying to redefine how that should even be done and how people should even invest and how it should just be easier and better for people.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about how you got there and about Wealthsimple.
Yeah, it's one of those very organic things. So, we at Wealthsimple try to make investing easy, like you said. That's our mission. But I've been investing never professionally ever since I was 12. But the story is my dad entered me into a charity stock picking contest.
Okay.
This is a good theme. I win these sorts of things, I guess. And I won a free trip to Whistler for my dad and me at 12. It was like a very exciting, thing for me at that age.
It's a big incentive to want to keep doing that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But it was also 1999, and
Okay.
what happened in 2000, and I won by picking some great tech startups that ultimately, disappeared. And I learned a really important lesson about investing then. So I've actually been a very boring investor ever since then, doing just passive diversified stuff, which is what we do at Wealthsimple, and I think the smart way to invest. But fast forward, I was working in California at a Y Combinator business. We sold that company, and the team I was working with came into a little bit of money for the first time in their lives, and they needed to figure out what to do with it.
Right.
So they said, Mike, we know you like investing. Can you just help us figure this out? So I said, sure. And I showed them how to build their own portfolios. I built a simple model in Excel. It was just here's how to do it. Do it yourself. It's
Right.
not that hard. And it was the feedback from these 10 friends, which was, Mike, we love the approach, but we're lazy. Just do it for us. We'll pay you a little bit of money for it. And I said, wow, okay, I've got 10 customers. Maybe there's a business here.
Yeah.
And, those 10 customers became the first kind of 10 employees. And that was two and a half years ago now. We now have 25,000 customers in Canada and some pretty big aspirations for next year.
Awesome. I wish I knew you in the year 1999 and 2000.
I had a great bowl cut at the time. So, the really funny thing about investing is people have this perception that smart investing is that, that professional sitting behind a computer screen who analyzes all of these different metrics and picks the winner. 90% of those people don't beat the simple market index in any given year.
Right.
And there's some crazy stats, just like your example of forgetting to do something, where the best performing brokerage accounts, so the people that open their own account to start trading,
Right.
the people that forget they have them
Right.
are the best performers.
Yeah, that's
it's unbelievable. There's even accounts that dead people actually have the best performing accounts over periods of time. It's crazy.
So, all joking aside, it was a pretty awesome year. We're coming towards the end of the year now, and one of the things that I thought was a good reason even to have this web series is just to bring people like yourself on and ask this question of lessons learned and really what were the things that you look back on that really helped you bring Wealthsimple to this next level.
Yeah, I think we're still figuring out in many ways. I mean, we're really just a 2-year-old company, and
we're like the same age in terms of companies,
yeah,
right? We
yeah.
started right around the same time.
Yeah, we share a lot of things. I mean,
Yeah.
our company is about 75 people now. I think you're saying you're around that too,
Yeah.
and share a backer and all the rest of it. So, if anything, I think I've learned a few things. One is finding really great partners helps.
Yeah.
And, I think we've been really fortunate. We found a partner that really believes in the long-term vision of what we're building. Power Financial kind of gave us $30 million last year to build this business into something huge. And I think, that was really smart of us because venture business has all sorts of issues when you're, trying to build something.
Yeah.
And especially if you have, really big ambitions that might take a really long time to get there. Mm-hmm. Venture economics are such that, you kind of have to sell your business in 5 to 7 years if it doesn't work out, or pivot, or figure out, another path. And so making sure you have the right partner, I think, is one of the key ingredients that's worked well for us. And the second is the team. We've been really lucky. you can't build a team of 75. You can't build the sort of company we're building without amazing people around you. And I think something in my mind switched in the last year where, I've stopped doing a lot and started hiring a lot and being kind of that motivator and company builder behind the scenes. And that's been a weird transition, but something I'm still trying to get better and better at every day.
Companies like this get built by, extraordinary teams. People that just become bigger, better versions of themselves, right? When they're working on this collective, mission together. And I think, you're finding that as well, right? Extraordinary teams make extraordinary companies.
It's unbelievable. I'm a terrible product person and marketer, and yet we just won, the best financial services product in the world at the Webbies. And that was like a hugely exciting thing.
Yeah.
I had nothing to do with it. And that's actually, I think, one of the most rewarding things as a founder is if you actually look at the team and say, holy crap, look at what we've done. And, my team did it, and I had nothing to do with it. That's super fulfilling.
When that starts happening, you're on a good roll, right?
Yeah.
So thinking ahead, 2017, how do you top what has been an awesome year?
We have some pretty big ambitions. So, one is we do not want to build a Canadian company, which I think for a company of our stage is pretty atypical, and a company in our space, which is so highly regulated, is very different. So I won't say much more other than you can expect a pretty bold 2017 in terms of markets we're exploring. I think we have some of the best talent and best things going for us in Canada.
Right.
I want to see us do more on the global scale. And one of my favorite books is Why Mexicans Don't Drink Molson, which talks about we've got all of the ingredients to build global champions. And we just got to put it all together and figure out that recipe. So we certainly want to be a part of that. Hope we make it.
So going beyond our borders.
Yep.
One big thing for 2017. Anything else?
Yeah, grow. So, a big part of our business is around establishing trust and building trust with our clients. We're not a 200-year-old bank. And so, doing that is a pretty tall order when we ask you to trust us with your life savings.
Right.
So we actually have a wonderful new marketing campaign that'll be coming out in the new year, where we've hired some pretty amazing talent to kind of film it. We're shooting it right now in LA. It's going to be unbelievable. Super Bowl on first blush looks ridiculous. It's a boondoggle. It's $5 million in the US for 30 seconds. Doesn't make any economic sense. But actually, if you look in Canada, it's the cheapest form of live TV advertising. And if your demographic's young professionals that don't watch much live TV, what's the one event they watch?
Right.
And where do they pay attention to the commercials? So if you're going to do any sort of live TV ads, Super Bowl actually makes a ton of sense in Canada. So it might make the roster again.
All right.
Say it that way.
Cool.
Yeah. And we have this great new platform where we're actually starting to sell to advisors. So I think one of the things the media often talks about with startups is these are disruptive forces, right? And it's them versus incumbents, and one is going to win. I actually don't necessarily see it that way. And our view is where we're best at is building great technology products. We want everybody to use our technology products. We're now offering a platform to advisors where they can start actually using our investment services for their clients to offer better digital experience and all the rest of it. So in that way, we actually see an opportunity to be a win-win, where the advisor offers a better experience, runs their book of business more efficiently, and we get access to those clients over time as well.
Makes total sense. It's been great to have you on, and hope you get some rest and time to recharge the batteries to take it to the next level in 2017.
Thanks, Mike. You too.
Awesome. Thank you.